Hey guys, it's Chris. It's my first video. Sorry about the quality and probably the sound because I'm on my laptop camera right now. My phone is down. So today I have a limited edition Ice Empire X. It is ice. It's light blue and silver, and this thing is beautiful. Like, I've had it for a few months now. No, not even a few months. I've had it 2 months, and I can say that this is the best gun I've ever used, and I will never ask for another gun in my life. So let's talk about it. First off, a giant, huge, great improvement that Empire did was they put on this flip regulator. It's this easy. This little lever. You put your tank on, flip that, and your air is good. And then you flip it like that. And not only does the air between the reg and the tank bleed, but it also bleeds and degasses the entire chamber. Next up, of course, is probably one of my favorite parts about the Mini, is the bolt out the back system. Now, there's a button right there. You push it. It's hard to do with one hand holding it. Turn it, pops out, let go of the button, turn it the rest of the way, and then it all comes out. There's the input. See you. Alright, let's look at the bolt. So, pretty much the same bolt and spring as a Mini. I think there's a slight difference, but let me apologize now. Everything in this video is inverted from what I'm seeing, so it doesn't quite look right. The biggest change you see is in the bolt housing. The bolt housing is a lot bigger, allows for a lot more airflow, and I all around like it so much better than the Mini. It doesn't feel like I'm in. Well, I'll get to that in a sec. And then to put it back in, there's a little nick. You slide it in the back, of course, that's obvious. So you line it up. On here, there's a track, and it zigzags too, so there's no way it can come out. So you push it in, twist it, push the button down, and then twist it again, and it's in. This bolt will not fly out the back because it's held in place by there's a spring under here if you take the whole gun apart, and B, there's in the air transfer tube there's a little piston that pushes up, just a little piston inside of the tube, just like a few millimeters after you air it up. Next, let's talk about the trigger. Well, yeah, let's talk about the trigger. So this is probably the nicest trigger I've ever shot on a gun in my life. It's a micro switch. Like, it's a micro switch. A micro switch is actually up here. Really up there. There's a little screw on the top of the trigger. And you pull it. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's a really nice trigger. It's got the little S curve. It looks a little more pronounced when it comes out of the box. It's more like that. Just because I've got mine set so that I can shoot it at 20 balls a second on semi. I've got it really tuned in. I should have grabbed the eyes that come stock with it to show you how they are. Actually, I'll grab them. Alright, so I've got the stock eyes right here. Just let me take them out of the little package that I have them in. So these are the stock eyes. Of course, looks almost exactly like a mini board. The only difference is it's a little bit longer. Well, actually, it's a lot longer because, you know, the gun's this long. And the biggest difference is the micro switch. Now that's an 80 gram. Oh shit, my laptop. This is an 80 gram micro switch. I'll show you the one that I have in now. Alright, so of course I have blue Virtue eyes for my axe. Been dying to get those. Let me I've already got them installed. I installed them almost a month ago. Turn it on. There you go. They're blue. They are these things work so amazing. I like them because you can just look right in there and tell that your eyes are working. So, let's talk about the board a little bit real quick. Just gotta grab the toolkit. Alright. So, I'm sorry, I'm like sitting on my freaking bed. I'm about to run out of time on this, so let's speed this crap up. Alright. Take the barrel off. Not much to get this board off. You just loosen 2 screws. Alright. Do I have enough time? Yeah, why not? Just, they hid the screw in this board. They didn't hide it, but they put it down. So I'm just gonna pop off the front plate, and then there's a little screw in the back. There's a little screw that comes out. Probably should have done this first, but I'm gonna have to pop out the dumbass battery. Alright, so this is the board that comes in the gun. Goes right in here. It is the stock board. It's very similar to a mini board with the capacitors and everything and whatnot, but it is not a mini board. Just remember that. If you throw anything for mini in here, the gun will not work. It's because that this gun functions off of a board with an iBoard with a micro switch. That's just my best guess. So this is Chris with the Empire Axe Ice Limited Edition. I will be posting a rotor video soon, and hopefully a shooting video for the axe and the rotor. Thanks for watching. I guess I have a few minutes. No, I have a few seconds. Let me just screw this board back in. It's best to take the battery harness off before you do this, because you might, bend your freaking board. It's frustrating. Alright, let me show you one of the hardest things you'll ever do with this board. This battery harness is the hardest thing to undo. There we go. Just through the board. You always want to unclip it by the harness, never by the wires. Alright, so now that you got this capacitor goes up top with this piece of not styrofoam, but padded foam. Hold your board casing like this with the flat back towards you. Just drop it right in. And there's a little nick at the bottom. I don't know if I can show you it. It's right there. Right freaking there. Just gotta sit right up in there. I'll click the battery harness in first before I get that far. I know I seem like a retard right now and I don't know what I'm doing, but trust me, I do. I can take this gun apart. First time that was bad. First time I even used this gun, I could take it apart and put it back together without even using the manual. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Let me take the little screw, put it in the back right there. And I'm also probably gonna make another video on the axe from the for the internals as well. This thing's gonna be so scratched by the time it craps out on me. I've put scratches on it from my ring because I tightened the barrel on it really tight. Alright, you want to make sure it turns on. Now it's going to flash rapidly. That's because that's what it looks like when the eyes are on and there's a ball in place. That's another thing. I'm going to make another video for the settings and the settings I have on my gun and preferred settings and how to set the settings and whatnot on these guns, because it can be a little bit difficult to do sometimes. I know don't bang those prongs together. The manual does not in plain English state, hey, this is what you need to do. So make sure when you're using an Allen wrench, you use the long side to tighten. Hold it by this part when you tighten it, and when you want to loosen something, hold it by this part to get the most leverage. And you never need more force to tighten something than when you're holding it by tightening with this end. So, alright. Let me turn this on real quick and just... Yeah, it's so fine-tuned. It's like auto response. I pull it once and it shoots twice. So, like I said, this is Chris. That's me. The Empire Axe Ice Limited Edition, and you should buy this gun. Just kidding. I'll be coming out with some more videos soon, so hit me up.